10 new SUVs under $50,000 that are worth buying. If you've got $50,000 to spend, it shouldn't be hard to find a brand new SUV that fits you like a glove. The cost of owning a new car is going up, averaging around $50,080 at last check, but there are still plenty of attractive models under that price. In fact, the tricky thing is narrowing the list down to just 10 models. They say that you can't make all the people happy all the time, but you can make all the people happy some of the time. So that's what we're going to attempt here. We're looking at everything from off-roaders like the Jeep Wrangler to family crossovers like the Mazda CX-70 PHEV in the hopes of proving that there's a brand new SUV out there with your name on it at a fair price, no matter your needs. The following models have been included based on the pricing for an entry-level 2026 model starting at under $50,000, with an effort made to cover every major segment.
2026 Lincoln Corsair, $39,985. The Corsair proves that you can still buy an American luxury SUV for under $50,000. $39,985 is the base MSRP for the 2026 Lincoln Corsair Premier, which is not available in all 50 states as it does not pass the increasingly stringent CARB emissions guidelines. If you want to drive your Corsair in California, you'll have to go with the Grand Touring Hybrid model, starting at $51,935 with a 2.5-liter plug-in four-cylinder delivering 266 horsepower. Even if you can't take the entry-level Premier model up and down the Golden Coast, you'll dig the luxurious vibe inside this compact crossover. Heated Lincoln soft-touch leatherette seats and tasteful aluminum paneling lend the cabin that soothing, upscale atmosphere. That said, we found the handling dull the last time we took this car for a ride. Thankfully, it's not the only luxury SUV on this list.
2026 BMW X2 for $44,700. Top-shelf German excellence at a mid-market price. Believe it or not, you can actually buy a BMW SUV for under $50,000. The BMW X2 xDrive 28i Sports Activity Coupe is no settle-for-less BMW either, with a 241 horsepower engine delivering plenty of fun at the entry level. The base X2 feels more expensive than it really is, with a big curved glass display, soft touch materials, and a leather steering wheel setting an elegant tone. More importantly, it drives like a high-end German luxury car, with exquisite handling and 0 to 60 times in the 6-second range, allowing you to merge and pass with confidence.
2026 Jeep Wrangler, $35,595. The iconic off-roader is still pretty affordable. If money's no object, you can spend a fortune on a new Jeep Wrangler. We built a fully loaded Rubicon in 2024 and wound up with an SUV in the low six figures. But a two-door model with a 6-speed manual transmission may be all the Jeep you ever need, clearing rocks and tree stumps with its 9.7 inches of ground clearance. The Wrangler packs two different entry-level engines. One is the turbocharged 2.0-liter four-cylinder, and the other is a 285-horsepower 3.6-liter V6. The cool thing is you can choose one engine or the other at no additional cost. 2026 Ford Bronco, $40,495. The full-size Bronco gives the Wrangler some stiff competition. If you love off-roading in a rugged SUV, but you've never been a big Jeep fan, the Ford Bronco is an excellent alternative. We've always been big fans of that boxy utilitarian look, and we like that Ford finds its own approach to designing a squared-off all-terrain SUV without copying Jeep's homework. We also like that the Bronco is more capable on-road than the Wrangler, which rides a bit rough as a daily driver. If you want a dedicated adventure vehicle, the Badlands model comes in just under our cutoff at $48,890 with a 300-horsepower 2.3-liter EcoBoost straight 4 and 325 pound-feet of torque. 2026 Hyundai Ioniq 5, $35,000. You don't need to spend a fortune to go electric.
When we last reviewed the Hyundai Ioniq 5, we said that it was responsive but not especially sporty. That might be disappointing if you were hoping for something with a lot of get up and go, but if you're after a daily driver, the confident grip, smooth ride, and agile handling more than make up for the relative lack of excitement. 2026 Mazda CX-70 PHEV, $42,250. Perfect for high gas prices. The Mazda CX-70 PHEV's three-row twin, the CX-90 PHEV, just barely breaches our cutoff at an MSRP of $50,495. At just $495 over, we almost want to bend the rules to include it, but the two-row version is plenty of Mazda if you're after a hybrid family vehicle. The EPA reports the CX-70 PHEV getting 38 miles to the gallon combined, and that number is looking prettier and prettier the higher gas prices get.
2026 Toyota RAV4, $31,900. The 236 horsepower RAV4 averages 43 miles to the gallon combined. Toyota is one of the few automakers that stuck to its guns amidst all the ups and downs in electrification. While many brands are scrapping their EVs entirely or otherwise hedging their bets, Toyota went hybrid only for the 2026 RAV4. The brand sold 479,288 units last year, a record for the nameplate, and we don't see that momentum slowing anytime soon. We dig the hybridized RAV4 ourselves. From the tasteful simplicity of the entry-level model's cabin to the smooth power delivery and the confident 7.1-second 0-60 takeoff, it's the same Toyota we've always liked, but with a range of electrified engines.
2026 Subaru Solterra, $38,495. The versatile, all-electric Solterra boasts a Top Safety Plus award from the IIHS. We could highlight the Subaru Solterra for 100 reasons. It's roomy, it's AWD standard, it's one of the cheapest options for a family-sized electric SUV that can handle a bit of off-road duty. But we picked it primarily for its IIHS Top Safety Plus award. The SUV scored a perfect good rating in every single category, meaning it aced all the crash tests and all the crash prevention tests. The Solterra either avoided impact or significantly reduced its speed in 6 out of 6 collision avoidance simulations.
2026 Nissan Murano, $41,670. The Murano is J.D. Power's favorite midsize SUV for 2026. In the latest J.D. Power Dependability Survey, the Nissan Murano topped the list of midsize SUVs. That makes the Murano an easy pick if you want an affordable SUV that won't have you spending every weekend driving to and from the nearest AutoZone. RepairPal estimates an average maintenance cost of just $507, with $1,190 wheel replacements and $629 strut bearings being the most expensive common fixes. 2026 Kia Sorento, $3,290. The 2026 Kia Sorento is currently the most affordable three-row SUV for 2026. If you feel like waiting around for the 2026 Mitsubishi Outlander, dealers are expecting that model is set to hit the market soon in the low $40,000 range. That's still well below our $50,000 cutoff, but the Kia Sorento is out now, and it's around $10,000 cheaper than the Outlander's announced price of $43,245. Truthfully, we're a little surprised that you can still buy a three-row SUV for under $35,000. It's not the biggest seven-seater out there, outclassed by an inch or two in most cabin dimensions by the Hyundai Santa Fe and the Honda Pilot, and the back row is a bit tight for adult-sized passengers. But at this price, it's a difficult SUV to nitpick.